Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the second chapter, that is acid, bases and salts. We know substances that consist of matter. Matter can be exist in three forms: acid, base and salts. These are the important characteristic of a substance. That means they are categorized on the basis of properties in three forms, that three parts: acidic, basic and salty. Mainly these two things, acid and base, are the two important substances having different behavior, different characteristics. The properties of acids, the behavior of acids, just opposite of bases. That's why the properties of acid and bases should be discussed so that you should have some knowledge regarding the compound which is acidic, which is basic. What are the common characteristics? What are the common characteristics, common behavior of acids and bases? Let us discuss. All acids exist in three states. Some acids are solid, some acids are bases, some acids are solid, some are liquids, some are gases. We know that sulfuric acid, it exists in liquid forms. It exists in liquid forms. Hydrochloric acid, HCl, it exists in gaseous form, but we can convert into liquid form. We can dissolve it in water, that is different thing. But it can be exist in solid state, liquid state and gaseous. Three states, in three forms these acids are available. Base, it exists in both solid, liquid and gas, same. Some bases are solid, maybe liquid, maybe gas. Second properties of acids, that it has sour taste. It does not mean that all acids should be tested. No, we should not taste the acids, because some acids are very dangerous, highly corrosive. It can damage your skin, damage your body parts. That's why we should not taste the acids. But some acids are eatable, that fruits contain, all fruits contain acids. That is called citrus fruits. Fruits contain acid. So it has sour taste. If you taste some eatable acids, if you taste, then it gives sour taste. This is a very important characteristic of acids. You have observed that lemon, the taste is sour. Then base, it has bitter taste. If already very common, already we have observed, if you taste, if you touch, when during bathing, when your soap, bathing soap or the liquid comes to your mouth, it gives bitter taste. That means your soap, detergent contain base. That's the bitter taste. So base has bitter taste and acid has sour taste. This is the important difference between acid and base. Then come to third properties. What? it turns blue litmus to red. Which turns blue litmus to red? That is acid. Let us see. This is a blue litmus and this is acid. You see, just I have dipped this litmus paper in the acid solution. Now it changes to red. That means it changes blue to red. This is a very important identification of acid solution. This is the acid solution. Another important thing, remember, acid is water soluble. Acid is water soluble. Almost all acids are water soluble. When it is dissolved in water, it changes blue litmus to red. It changes blue litmus to red. You see the red litmus. If you dip red litmus in acid, any change you observe? No, there is no change. The color remaining same. Reds remains reds in acid. That means no effect of red litmus in acid. This is the very important characteristic of acid, that it changes blue litmus to red. B to red. That means blue litmus to red. And no effect of red litmus in acid. No change of color of red litmus. Then regarding base, what? It turns red litmus to blue. If you take a red litmus in base, red litmus in base, just to observe. It is colorless solution. You don't know whether it is acid or base. It can be tested by litmus paper. When you dip the litmus paper, which litmus paper? Red litmus paper in the unknown solution, you see the color now changes to red. As it changes to blue, red changes to blue. As red changes to blue, it is the characteristic of base. So all bases changes red litmus to blue. Do you see the effect of blue litmus paper in base? This is the blue litmus I have taken. Then I am just dipping this blue litmus paper in acid solution. You see no change. This blue litmus paper in acid, in base, it has no change. Blue here, blue litmus paper here is taken. This is just two solution. I will take you two solution. Two solution will be taken. Then to know which solution is acid and which solution is base, you take this, then dip the litmus paper. When you touch this litmus paper in one solution, as it has no change, that means blue litmus paper is not changing. Blue litmus paper is not changing means it is what? Actually, blue should be changed to red. That is base. So, there is no change of blue litmus paper means it is base. The solution is base. Here, same blue litmus paper. Now I am just touching to second beaker. Now you see, it changes to red. That means if blue changes to red, it is acid. This is acid. So first one is this beaker contain acid and this beaker contain base. So in this way we can identify which solution is acid, which solution is base using litmus paper. Then let us Another thing, let us discuss another important characteristic of acid and base, that fourth point, that no effect in phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is an indicator, is a chemical which distinguish acid and base, which identify acid and base by changing the color. Let us take, you see, I have taken these two beakers. I am taking phenolphthalein. This is the phenolphthalein solution. I have taken two beakers. You don't know which beaker is acid, which beaker is base. But when you add phenolphthalein to two beakers, so this first beaker I am adding phenolphthalein. You see any change? Already dropped. You see no change. No change in color of solution by adding phenolphthalein. Then when you add same phenolphthalein to another beaker, you see what happens? The solution color changes to pink or red. That means phenolphthalein gives pink color in base. So this solution is base, this solution is a basic medium, this is acidic medium, because no change of phenolphthalein color. When phenolphthalein color will not be changed, that means solution will not be changed, that means acidic. If the solution color changes to pink, that is base. So what is the conclusion? This basic solution turns what? Red with phenolphthalein solution. When you add phenolphthalein, then base changes to red. This is the identification of acid and base. Then another very important characteristic, that is methyl orange. It is also one indicator. It is also one chemical which identify acid and base by changing its color. Indicator, these are the substance which identify the medium, whether acidic or basic, by changing its color. So this is called methyl orange. Now I am adding methyl orange in both container. You see the color. You see the difference. This is the two types of solution. I have added methyl orange indicator. In this solution, I have added methyl orange, and this solution also I have added methyl orange. You see the difference of color. When the color changes to yellow with methyl orange, that is basic. That means, what is the conclusion? Methyl orange changes the solution to yellow color. When the colorless solution changes to yellow, that is base. The solution is base. That is basic. But when the solution color changes to red, that is acidic. So methyl orange color is red in acidic, and yellow in basic. So this is the very important identification of acid base. And another important property of acid and base is all acids and bases are almost water soluble. When they dissolve in water, they conduct electricity. Acid also conduct electricity in aqueous medium. Aqueous means water soluble, and base also conduct electricity in aqueous medium. This is the very two important common characteristic of acid and base. Question is, why this solution conduct electricity, acid and base? When these acid and base will be dissolved in water, it produce ions. What? It produce ions. It produces ions. As it produces ions, ions are two types, cations and anions. That's why it conducts electricity. In presence of ions, electricity will be transported. Electricity will be conducted in presence of ions. That's why acid and base, water soluble, they produce ions. That's why they conduct electricity. So one important thing, let me tell you, these are the common properties of acids. These are the common properties of base. That means the property of acid and base are different. If properties of acid and base are different, means they have different composition. Acid and bases are not same in composition. They differ in composition, they differ in formula. That's why their properties are different. And why the acids almost show common properties? What are the common properties? Sour taste. All acids have sour taste. All bases have bitter taste. And they turns blue to red. It turns red to blue. That means all acids blue to red. All base red to blue. So these are the common properties of acid and bases. So a question should one question should arise in your mind: why the all acids are common in behavior? Why all bases are common in behavior? Why acids differ from base in behavior? So that means the important conclusion is acids have a common composition and bases have common composition, and acids and bases they differ in composition. That's why they differ in properties, and all acids are commonly having common properties and all bases are common properties. So basing on these properties, acids and bases can be defined in different ways. So what are the definition of acids? What are the definition of acids? Let us discuss. As acids show common behavior, what are the common behavior of acids? That's why it shows common properties due to common composition. What are the definition of acids? Acids generally defined as the substance which produces H plus ion. What is the meaning of H plus ion? H carrying plus charge. That means it is positive charge. The substance which produces H plus ion in water is called acids. It's called acid. That means, what are the common definition of acids? The substance which produces H plus ion in water is called acids. That means all acids contain H plus ion. What are the examples? What are the examples of acid having H plus ion? Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, already you know the name, nitric acid, acetic acid. So like this, carbonic acid, carbonic acid, phosphoric acid. These are the common example acids, all having H plus ion. All having H plus ion in the formula. They produce H plus ion in water. That's why these are called acids. Due to availability of H plus ion in all acids, they are showing common properties. Like the above that discuss all common properties of acids. Similarly, what are the definition of bases? Base can be defined similarly. Bases have common composition, common behavior. All bases have almost common behavior. So common behavior means they have common composition, constant composition. What are these? What are the definition of base? The definition of base is like this: a substance which produces OH minus in water is called base. The substance which produces OH minus is called hydroxide ion. It is called hydroxide ion. OH minus ion in water is called base. So what are the common definition of base? A substance which produces OH minus ion in water is called base. What is the common composition of base? Having OH minus. What is the common composition of acid? Having H plus ion. So this is the very important difference between acid and base. So OH minus is not same as H plus ion. That's why it has H plus ion common, it has OH minus common. That's why they differ in behavior, acid and base. Example. What are the examples of base? Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, aluminium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, ferric hydroxide. So like this. Ammonium hydroxide. So these are some important examples of bases which are water soluble. These are the common example of acids which are water soluble. When they dissolve in water, very important, water. When this substance will be dissolved in water, produce H plus ion. When this substance will be dissolved in water, forming OH minus ion. That's why these are called bases. As they have OH minus, they have common behavior. As they have H plus ion, they have common behavior. So today lesson is based on the properties of acids and bases. Okay, thank you.